So we get back on good terms. Like, we're like, okay, so we're gonna be like co-parents again. Like, we're nothing sexual, nothing like we're literally just gonna be co-parents. So I'm like, okay, leave it at that. So then he goes to saying, he's like, yeah, he's been he tells me what shift he works. He's been real tired, having a new baby. I said, a new baby? What do you mean a new baby? He's like, oh yeah, I have a I forgot how many months she was at this time. 4 or 5 month old. I said 4 or 5. I was like, you had another baby? He said, yeah. I said, this year you had a whole nother baby after the one that Cece just had? So I'm like, when did this, how did this, I was like, you have a whole nother, like a baby. He's like, yeah. I said, damn, you get around fast. You really do get around. And we started laughing about it. And he was like, yeah, like, his girlfriend, started talking about their relationship. I was like, oh. In my head, I already knew it was during Cece, because I'm like, this baby was just born. You just had a baby by Cece a couple of months ago. Like, I was like, this one right here, he yeah. So then a couple of months go by. We're still on good terms. We're still talking. And then the holidays come around. Yeah, it's Christmas around this time. So he stops by my house. He stops by my house, and then he has his oldest son with him, Mo's son. So when he comes through the door, I'm like so shocked to see him. I give him a hug, and like, oh my gosh, you got so big. How are you? And mind you, like, his daughter was with him, but every time it seemed like I didn't know what was her problem with me, because at this time, like, I think she was like 7 or 8 years old. I tell you, it's always the kids that tell you. I was like, I know you don't remember me, but I used to be around you when you were little or whatever. And he was like, my daddy said I have brothers and sisters. I have a brother and sister here. I was like, yeah, you had 3 sisters and a brother. They're over there. They're in their room. So he goes, and the second person I had children with, he introduced them to, like, basically my kids, including, his siblings. But his oldest daughter, like, was standing at the door, like, she didn't really want to be bothered by me, and he had to force her to say hi to me. And I'm like, damn, what's her problem? He was like, oh, you know how she be every time I want to take her away from her grandma or something like that, because I'm like, what is her issue with me? So when her sisters come running around the door, that's when she gets all happy and giddy. So I'm like, okay, like, so I kind of brush it off. So he's spending time with all of them. His oldest son, I'm asking his oldest son how he's doing, what grade he's in, and he's in, playing with his sisters and his brother. And then he was like, okay, yeah, is it okay if he takes my youngest son with him, so that way he want to have all his boys with him. When I say I got that diaper bag, that overnight bag ready, baby, I got it ready, because like I said, me and my youngest son still share rooms, so that boy sleeps a while. So I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have this room, I'm gonna have the bed to myself. Mind you, I got a king size, but I swear when my kids sleep with me, it'd be like I feel like I have a twin size. I got his stuff ready so fast. It was ridiculous how fast I got it ready. I guess the second person I had children with got offended because I was packing that bag so fast. I was so happy. I was like, he's taking my... Because the other kid, the other girls, they had their beds, they had their rooms. So, so he takes them, and it's like only like 2-3 hours. His mom calls me. She was like, no, he calls me. He's like, I got to bring him back. I said, what? But you said, I was like, okay, whatever.